Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah, we have great news. Phase 1 of the construction has started for American Muslim Cemetery, the first exclusive Muslim cemetery in Illinois that will be run on a masjid model free of charge for all Muslims. Center for Islamic Teachings and Community Development has been serving the Muslim community in the greater Chicagoland area through its free Muslim funeral facility for the last decade. American Muslim Cemetery is the next step in making Sharia-compliant funeral services accessible to all Muslims, irrespective of their finances. Alhamdulillah, we went through all the legal requirements of getting a green burial permit so we can bury our loved ones without the need for cement liners and caskets, in full accordance with the Sunnah, insha'Allah. Now we can bury our loved ones in early and late hours and establish the Sunnah of burying them as soon as possible. By the grace of Allah, we have accomplished the following tasks: property acquisition, zoning approval, planning commission approval, green burial approval, environmental preservation entity approvals, metropolitan water retention, district permits, Illinois Department of Transportation permit, soil boring and testing reports, and a host of other approvals from utility companies so we can finally start the construction. The construction will occur in 2 phases. Phase 1 will include grading, excavation, underground sewers, storm water connection, retention pond, and laying electrical lines. Alhamdulillah, we have already raised funds for the Phase 1 construction by Allah's grace and your generous support. We are urgently seeking your donations for Phase 2, for the 30-acre area that will include paving roads for $350,000, fencing for $150,000, landscaping for $180,000, constructing a prayer hall and a storage unit for $450,000, electrical expenses for $150,000, plumbing expenses for $130,000, and the installation of an HVAC system for $65,000. In total, we need to raise $1.4 million by mid-July so we can meet our timelines. We will have comprehensive funeral services at one site in all weather conditions, insha'Allah. Current average funeral costs are about $7,500 per funeral. Chicagoland Muslim community spends more than $4.3 million each year for its more than 700 funerals. We need to raise only $1.4 million to establish our own facility that will serve the community for centuries to come. As a community, we will spend this amount in the next 4 months if we don't have our own facility. So the return on investment is immediate and massive. We will save more than $80 million just in the next 20 years, insha'Allah. We are slated to start using the cemetery by the end of November 2023, provided we can get the funds raised now. We urge you all to support us generously through your valuable donations so we can finally actualize this long-time dream we all have of having our own Muslim cemetery. Alhamdulillah, we have seen the support and the generosity of the Muslim community thus far in supporting CITCD since our inception, from the creation of our free funeral facility to the acquisition of land for the free cemetery. It's time for us all to tighten our belts, open our hearts and wallets, and roll up our sleeves to get this project to completion in 3 months, insha'Allah. Alhamdulillah, we are a 501c3 organization registered with IRS, and hence all your donations are tax deductible. Please note that this project of CITCD is not eligible for zakat, even though we have many other zakat-eligible projects underway. Please refer to the video link below for the options of making a donation. Please share this message with your contacts to amplify your impact. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said in a hadith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to aid his servant as long as his servant continues to aid his Muslim brother. Let us come together and seek divine assistance of Allah by lending support to this noble project. Jazakumullahu khayran, wassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.